Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWADAH, honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to mighty Aki and YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharala. This is what the Kawa Cup will make you another lesson. Today's lesson, actually, I really like this, because this goes to show such a major separation in the believers and these fake ass believers, and when I say believers, I mean like I don't even mean just Israel. I mean, in a way, I do kind of mean just Israelites, but at the same time, it's more than that. It's definitely more. And what I mean by that is the believers in terms of like believing that YAHAWAH, is the way, the truth, the life, all that stuff, but also understanding that living in this society, in this world, or in this kingdom, is ultimately not the end all be all, which brought me to two more alright, and then there was one more. Just give me 1 second. It was Revelation 2, right? So let me also get this. Bear with me one moment. Okay, here. So Micah chapter 2. Verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Okay, so why do people want to be in this polluted, dirty, disgusting, filthy world? Why do people still want to live in this world when the kingdom of heaven promises so much? All right. When the kingdom of heaven promises so much, and it's just something that I've never understood. And even I made a video on this, I think last month or 2 months ago, whatever, where I had done a video on this one guy. He made a video, and he said this one joke that I just did not find funny. And he basically what he said was, and he was a Christian. He's a Christian, by the way. He said, I might serve God, but I'm not trying to meet him. And I'm thinking, like, if you actually believed in Christianity, if you actually believed in the Bible, the kingdom of heaven, all that stuff, why would you think that that is an okay joke to make? And as a matter of fact, that wasn't even the first dude that did that. And by the way, both of the people that did that are Jakes. For some reason, Jake, out of all of them, thinks, and I think that just goes to show just how funny, not necessarily funny, funny it is that Jake is the one that isn't thriving in this society, but yet he still wants to live in this society. He's that desperate to live in this society compared to Esau Edom, but Esau Edom is actually thriving, all right, but Jake is not. But yet Jake is so desperate. Oh, please, I want to live here. I don't want to die. I don't want to do something, third, stuff like that, or whatever. And thinking that living in this society, in this corrupt ass society, is worth it compared to everything compared to the kingdom of heaven where we are. Let's actually get some of those then. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 9, but as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of men the things which Yahweh hath prepared for them that love him. And also John 14:2, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And finally, I think is it 2 Corinthians? 2 Corinthians 4 verse 16, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perisheth, the inward man is renewed day by day. For a light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding eternal weight of glory, while we look at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Where the thing here, actually, let me get one more precept, because it's all being. So the Matthew chapter 6 verse 19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So let me go through all this right quick, because they all need to be together. Slakia. So the first thing we're going to get into is 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 9, where it says, eye hath not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the hearts of men. Basically, it's anything that you could have ever, anything, the things that you've seen, the things that the Lord YAHAWAH has prepared for us is way better than anything that you've ever imagined, seen, heard about, or even comprehended. All right, like that's the blessings that the Lord is waiting for you in the kingdom of heaven. And again, going back to the two jokesters that was talking about that, making jokes about that, saying like, I don't want to live in the kingdom where there's a fucking teleporter or something, or even better, Slocky. I can't even. The teleporter is not a good example, because obviously we generally understand what teleportation can do, but something better than a teleporter that makes travel not as inconvenient or something like that. All right, where we're able to comprehend and understand, oh, this is all the stuff that is waiting for us, and thing that's waiting for us is something that is way better than we could ever perceive. All right, so as a result of that it's way better than we could ever perceive. Let's go on to the next part, which it is John 14:2, where it said, in my Father's house are many mansions. Where the things here is that mansion is bigger than a house. So as a result of that, the blessings is more than you could want. It's because a mansion for a single person is already excessive. So how much more the blessings that the Lord has prepared for you. But yet again, the joke from them was, oh, I don't want to go to that. Oh, what? I don't want a freaking mansion. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly happy in this shitty ass apartment in the hood, where I'm liable to get shot at or whatever, stuff like that. Like, what? Okay, so again, like this is the thing that these people are saying, but at the same time, you have to understand that these people are so attached to their lives, all right, that they don't even realize the evil and the wicked that they're saying. And even then, 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16, for which cause we faint not. Over here, our verse 17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding eternal weight of glory. Basically, the struggles that we're going through now, all right, this is temporary, because later on down the line, the Lord's going to bless us with more. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're seeking after. Okay, we're not seeking after that temporary, that $5 blessing and stuff like that. We're waiting for YAHAWAH to give that gazillion-dollar blessing, mansion, something like that, island, fucking country, planet, all the things. Like it gets even bigger and bigger and bigger and all that stuff. All right, like and again, as I said before, it baffles me that people think to joke like this. Okay, because where's the joke to be to desire, all right, to desire something that is fleeting. All right, which actually goes into this Matthew chapter 6 verse 19 and 20, where it says, "Lay up for your don't lay up for your treasures on don't lay up for yourselves treasures upon earth." Okay, because if you have treasures on earth, that's where it can be stolen. That's where it can decay and go away. You can lose it eventually over time. But treasures with YAHAWAH in the kingdom of heaven, that's permanent. You will always have that. And again, it's like how this is how our people more specifically, they don't want that. They don't want to they don't want the eternal blessing. They would rather Esau stay in power and Esau continue to keep his foot on our necks. Okay, it doesn't make any, it does not make any sense for people to be desiring that. All right, it doesn't make any sense. Slocky. So another thing is over here, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Okay, so people's hearts are with Esau. People's hearts, or Jake's hearts more specifically, but yes, also people in general are with Esau rather than with YAHAWASHI. So as a result of that, people are, again, they're choosing, okay, well, I'm just gonna live in this society. I'm gonna live in this society. Or I don't ever want to lose my position in society, even if this position is some minimum wage, below minimum wage worker job, or some shit where you are struggling to pay rent for your apartment, or something that's not enjoyable. But yet YAHAWASHI has something bigger, better for you, something that's just for you. All right, where he wants to bless you, he wants to give you great blessings, but you don't want that. You rather continue to live in your small dingy ass apartment and complain that I don't really want to go to heaven and stuff like that, or I'm fine with this. All right, it's just it doesn't make any sense. Continuing on, James chapter 1 verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. And again, like even let's taking it into another perspective. All right, if you love YAHAWASHI, you don't want to be around him. You don't want to meet him. You don't want to, what's that word? You don't want to have a better relationship or closer relationship, because even for right now, the Lord is whooping our ass, beating our ass right now with this in this captivity that we're in. So how is it that, again, you people say that they love YAHAWASHI, but when it actually comes down to serving him or being around him or whatever, I don't want to do that, or I'm good, I'll stick to this, or I prefer this. Like, you are actively revealing that you love this world, this society, this kingdom that is corrupt, all right, objectively corrupt, over YAHAWASHI. All right, so even then you're further showing you don't love, because even you don't love the Lord. And even then, when it comes to like your family and stuff like that, like let's say, for example, if you have a brother or something like that, if you love your brother, you don't want to, you're acting as if, I don't want to spend time with my brother and stuff like that, or I love my brother, but I want him to stay far away from me. I never want to see his face ever. That's how you show love for your brother and stuff like that. All right. Next, First John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And again, that's what we're literally saying right now. And even thinking about it in like you are okay, or you accept the things in this society, in this world, as normal, as natural, as okay, perfectly fine, reasonable. You say, oh, that's life, oh, that's how things are supposed to go and whatnot. Like, that's not how things are supposed to go. And you know, it's like this world is made for us to hate it, but yet so many people, they don't hate it, they are okay with it, they're fine with it, which is so disgusting to me. All right, I'll never understand, I'll never accept that. For Luke chapter 12 verse 29, and seek not ye that which verse 29, and seek not ye what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, neither be ye of doubtful mind, for all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. But rather seek ye the kingdom of Yahawah, and all these things shall be added unto you. So basically, the Lord knows that, yeah, you need food, you need house, you need a shelter, you need whatever, all right, you need clothes and stuff like that, but you're not supposed to be seeking after that as your primary thing. Okay, let's actually get a precept to that in Mark chapter 8 verse 35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. So for you to prioritize your life, to prioritize money, food, all that stuff, that's where you are not prioritizing. That's where you are abandoning YAHAWASHI for things that are, temporary. Okay, because you get food. Oh, I need food, so I need to get this food and stuff like that. So let me hold off on praying or something like that. And then you got the food, you eat the food. All right, cool. You're able to live a bit longer, but then what? Ultimately, because you chose to prioritize food over praying, or over prayer, or over YAHAWASHI in general. All right, and that's when the Lord just sees that you're not a proper servant. You don't care about the Lord, so then the Lord leads you to your destruction, because you would rather rely on yourself or rely on anything or on something else rather than YAHAWASHI to have you fed, because that's all these things that we need, because the Lord knows that we need food, we need whatever to survive, and and the Lord said he's going to add it on to us, because that was what happened with King Solomon. Anyway, continuing on, Revelation chapter 2 verse 10, fear none of these things, those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, Revelation chapter 2 verse 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And that's the thing here, where we have to be faithful even unto death, where if we're in a bad situation, the Lord, we have to have faith that the Lord is going to take care of us. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all, and Sakia, conclusion, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi, Shem Kwakwardash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great mills, son of God, and Shalom.